Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome to 2 Point Hospital. Welcome to Meltdowns, where I have found Sabrina Bird, who is a psychiatrist. Janitors are back off their training, so they should start cleaning things up a little bit. We'll give them time to do it as well before we put them back into training. Now, she's not the best. She is argumentative, but she was the only psychiatrist I could find. And right now, I think a bad one is better than none. So that's what we're going to do. As we could do with as much help in this hospital as possible. Let's be honest. Look at this. I don't even know how to deal with that. Right.
Night TV. You gotta be adventurous. Click past the channels playing reruns and sports and find the really weird stuff. Goats playing chess. Make your own bomb shelter tutorials. It's all out there.
It's all out there. Now, we don't. It needs to be in this building for the time being, which, you know, but we don't really have a lot of space in this building or anything. So we're just going to do our best to get the minimum in for now, just for now. You know, we will get it all sorted eventually, but right now we're just going to add psychiatry as a new illness that we can do. I think we might pop this in here. Has a nice treatment boost with it. Excellent. I don't know if we're going to have enough room, really. Because he also needs his basic needs to be dealt with. So, you know, we're going to want to pop those in. He needs something to drink. So we might pop that over here. Just squeeze it all in. There we go. Fine. And let's get some, I think, additional bennies just here, like this, because it's all getting somewhat crazy in this hospital. This changing the hospital around at a later time, it's asking for trouble. It really, really is. It really, really is. I don't recommend it. It's best to know what you're doing before you start. Staff resignation. Bert Eggnog. Bert Eggnog. Where are you, Bert? Let's deal with that in a minute. Ooh. Looks like we need to do another staff pay review by the looks of it. Now, why is he coming up there? There's no reason for him to travel up there, really. So let's get some repairs done on this machine. Which doctor works it? Is it you? Yes. Why are you in there? Oh, let's get all this off. Right, so he is our doctor that works in there. Let's send him on break before we get anybody in to deal with that. Excellent. Right. Now, we could do with a round of training, because that is the thing that's going on at the moment. We could also, I'm not sure if we have any machines to upgrade at the moment, but no, it's all good at the moment. Okay, so we might need to build a clinic just so we've got machines to upgrade. Ooh, let's get some repairs on those.
More tips for all you
but I want to build a fracture ward first. What's happened to our psychiatrist?
So why not take a walk around there with
Oh.
a notebook and some
I need to
binoculars
set
and
her to
help
only work
yourself
in
a safari
psychiatry. There she is.
expedition. Just keep your distance from drug students and other feral animals.
Right, let's do some training then. Now, where are we? We've employed a bunch new janitors. This one is going to be a maintenance janitor, so let's get them trained, and then the other two are going to be cleanup crew. It's time to get some customer service training too. We're going to pay somebody to do that, and then they can start training each other. Let's quickly do a pay review for all staff as well. Now, nurse. We actually have two. Is it necessary to have two 2 nurses working this?
Assistant wanted in reception.
I'm not sure that it is. I guess we'll leave them.
Warning. Seismic
Uh-oh.
activity detected.
Is there? Blimey. Now they could do with some treatment training. But you can see here we've got these diagnostics. These diagnostic nurses. And diagnostics is our weakest area at the moment. So I think we might have to pay somebody to come do diagnostic 3, to be honest. Oh, did we not? Oh, we've not done this yet. Okay. Let's see. What shall we do here? It might be worth us building this room soon just because we've got the doctor for it. We can't train any more GPs for the moment. Fair enough. Fair enough. Shall we get these 2 genetic... Well, hang on a minute, but we've already got... I'm thinking we've already got some diagnostic training going. But I really like the idea of getting these 2 up to diagnostic 1. There we go. Right, so let's have a look at this shock horror thing. So, okay, it's getting pretty weak again. He's been on a break. 7 patients. It's going to be tricky, but we'll give it a go. Who are you? Okay, he is not doing anything. Oh dear. Oh dear. They are waiting around here for far too long. It is a thing that is happening. Let's just send them all home. Yep. Because the hospital is failing you at the moment. It is failing you. Promote them. Now, I'd like to get a fracture ward in. We do have money problems, but I would like to get a fracture ward in, which we will stick down here somewhere, probably in this building, because it is treatment only.
In general diagnosis.
It is treatment only. So it's quite good to get that in. I think it's going to be down here. How much is the room? The fracture ward. So it's not that expensive, is it? And it doesn't have to be that big, not in this hospital at least. So I think we will stick it in here very, very soon. Maybe we could... Oh my god, there's poop on the floor. There's poop on the floor. We've made this corridor very pokey, haven't we? Shall we move the briny bristle to here? Let people get through. We can put a toilet... Yeah, there's a toilet here. Use it. They were having trouble getting through that corridor, so this should open a little bit. Is it cold here?
Training course complete.
Have I messed up the
Master's
heating?
test.
Oh, I have. Blimey, I really have. There we
This
go.
next song is for all the hospital patients shaken up by that earthquake. Hope all your internal organs
And of course we
are
keep
still
pulling
in
the nurses
right
out of here.
place.
But they're getting trained up. Indeed they are. They are all getting trained up. Look at all this. Let's see. Maybe we can send a bunch of these for treatment. Get them out of the queue. But yeah, look. Might be able to help with this a little bit. Is there anybody here that we can't treat? Most likely. Anybody that I can see visually? No. Okay, fair enough. It gets harder to organise the queues when they're really, really long, right? You can probably go home. Right. Okay, we're getting very close to level 13 and we're really not in a position for it. Really not in a position for it at all. There we are. And what's the queue like on here? Not too bad. Not too bad. We can send you home. You need to come out the toilet. You can go for treatment. You can go for treatment. Lily? We'd really like to send you for treatment. Come out there. Oh, God, called straight into the room. damn it. And even though their chances of surviving is quite low, I'm sending them all for treatment. Sending them all for treatment. Right. So, a lot of training has gone through again. Now, let's see here. Now, these two are cleanup crew. So, we would like to get them trained in ghost capture. So, let's get that done. We could train you on customer service too. We can get our guy here to do it. Now, nurses, where are we? So we can train you in diagnosis 3, and we're going to get this nurse to do it. It's tough times, everybody. It's tricky times. Is there any way we could get these two trained in treatment? Maybe we could get Spike to do it. Where are they? Yeah, look. Get those two trained in treatment. One. That might be nice. Let's get that done. Right. Okay, so the queues are for new patients looking fairly doable over here. I think the new patients coming in is fairly good. And when we improve their customer service skills, mind you, if you look at this, they're showing as big queues because these people are walking across the hospital. So they're showing as being in the queue purely because they are walking across the hospital. We can't see them. It's not showing me where they are. But that's what's happening here. There. So you can see we've got number 1 down the bottom corner there. So it's adding them to the queue, but they haven't got here yet. So that's interesting. Once they get here, they're serving them fairly okay. Except he's just standing there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, because she got there after. Excellent. Yeah. So that's worth bearing in mind. They are the people that are actually here. Can you see? Are served reasonably quick. Now, they've walked here faster than this person, so they wait in the queue. So there's that aspect. See that? That's worth noting about the long distance of... oh yeah, please, I'd love some research points. That's something to note about the long distance of the reception desk from the entrance. So we could stick more on here, but it's actually not really necessary. They're actually coping with it. It's just... oh, seismic activity has been detected. It's just misleading, I think, on the reception, to be honest. Have you been called into the room? I think you have. It's starting to calm down a bit. It may not look like it, but it is. Let's have a look. Ooh.
Warning. Earthquake imminent.
Deal with that. I think I might deal with that. Oh no, that's looking a bit rough. Special report. 1 out of 7. Shock horror. Well, wow. We'd probably put him into training while they're doing an emergency. I didn't check on it. We might send you home. But yeah, it is starting to calm down, believe it or not. Starting to level out a bit. I'll help with these queues as much as possible because we keep sending all these nurses on training, which is not going to help with these queues. You know, I'm hoping that when we slow down on the old training, they'll be able to get through these queues a bit better. Maybe we should give the doctors and nurses a little bit of a break on the old training, perhaps. What do we think? Maybe. Shall we see about getting our fracture ward in? What's it? Terribly dull and unmotivated. Well, unmotivated's okay, but that's... the rest of it isn't. This is terrible. We've got a diagnostic nurse here. A good one. And we have 3 diagnostic nurses. We need to get fluid analysis in. So I am going to want another diagnostic nurse. But the money. You know, we need to really see about unlocking this building. Because I do not want to put any of these rooms in here, otherwise they'll start coming to these GP offices and I can't cope with it. It's not what I want at all. I don't think they're going to make it. It is not what I want at all. No. Nope, it's not. I suppose we could get them in to run temporarily the fracture ward. Because they are a good nurse. But yeah, it's diagnosis in a treatment facility. I mean, it's a little bit weird. But let's do it. Fracture ward then. Like I say, it doesn't need to be a massive fracture ward. I don't think. Can give it this entire building look. I don't think it needs to be a massive fracture ward. What we'll do, I think, is pop the door in this end. And pop in the nurse's desk. Actually, should do it the other way. So if we move this way. No, I don't like that either. Okay, this way. Going to be like that, I think. Lovely. We'll put the plaster cast there. Can we get in 4 traction beds? I think 4 would be plenty, to be honest. I really don't think we'll need any more, will we? I don't know, as we've got room for 1 more. Maybe we'll stick in 1 more. Because we do sort of have the room for it. So let's build that. It's going to be cold in here, right? So let's fix that situation by just popping a radiator in. Ooh, it's pretty good. That was pretty good. And maybe just a small one at this end. Now, I'd like...
Staff are reminded to be good value.
Okay. I think one of these
The hospital may well be
will
haunted.
probably be enough. What do we think? I think one of these will be enough, to be honest. We're going to need the nurse's idling bits. So let's pop in those. Ooh. There we go. We could do with some sweeties. Do you know what? We'll pop this in here. Put the chair in. Don't think there's anything in this room that catches fire. I don't think... I mean, does this? I don't think it does. It requires maintenance, but I don't think it catches fire. So I don't think we need... Actually, do you know what we might put there? I don't think it needs a fire extinguisher, to be honest. Maybe we could put a couple of these in. Excellent. Yeah, do you know what? That's okay. Not too shabby. And then what we'll do is we'll pop a couple of these bennies over here. Now, so you're going to work it. Would you like to do that? No? Right. Now, the temperature over here is probably not the best. Nope. Should we pop one here? Because people walk through here. Oh my goodness. People walk through here all the time.
Staff are reminded to feel relaxed.
To feel relaxed. Do we all feel... Do we feel relaxed? I'm not sure anybody here feels relaxed. There we go. Because people walk through here all the time. So we're just... you know, heading for reception and whatnot. Okay. Alrighty, what's happening here? Pathfinding issues towards reception. Perhaps. Interesting. 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 Might have to report that one. Let them know. because this could be causing problems
Night
with
Owl
this
Paul Bagsy
over here.
has called in with a nocturnal
Could be.
pastime he'd like to share. Keep a watch on your garden gnomes using night
Should we
vision
put
and
in?
camera traps.
Just to help them.
Paul is convinced one day he'll capture footage of them coming to life. If you want to join his cause, have at it.
And then what we might do, this is what we're going to do to fix this problem. We are going to pull him up and pop him here. We'll quickly close this and open it again, and it should just make these guys, yeah, rejig what they're doing. There you go. So yeah, we'll have to look into that reception thing. You know, will the reception have to stay here? I don't know. I mean, I think that it'll work perfectly well the way that I'm doing it, except we've got some pathing issues there. That's okay. Right, what's happened over here? We had a lot of donging just then, which I don't like at all. Can we sort that out? Let's see. These people that have got really low health might just get out of the hospital. So we're still having trouble getting people through the diagnostic
If you
process.
smell something suspicious, please fill out form 37B.
Ooh, that's nice. Now, see about repairing this. Maybe send him on a break. Maybe send them home. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We're very keen to buy this building. Mostly so that I can pull out these, which are treatment and diagnosis, into this building, so that we can really expand what diagnosis rooms that we have. We've got a doctor as well that can work in X-ray and the mega scan, and yet we don't have them, and I would definitely want those in this building. So, you know, we definitely need this building here to help us so that we can move these rooms out for sure. So I think we'll probably concentrate on that on the next episode. For now, we might continue some training. I'm hoping what we might do is actually just watch them a little bit, because we might be able to figure out, now that
Patients are
a
reminded
lot of these
not
are
to have
trained
dark
quite well now.
thoughts.
So where is she? There you go, 79. It's not bad. Not bad at all. You know, it should be improving now. I mean, we've got these guys at diagnosis skill 110. These nurses are at diagnosis skill 130. So they are similar, aren't they?
CEO of Bungle Tech dropped by a local hospital this morning. The press release said she was offering to share her company's
Nope,
experimental
you've been called to the room, damn
treatments. You ask me, she just wanted to see what the competition is
Let's
up
get
to.
these repaired, because we've had a DNA emergency. Yeah, so we'll get all that going. The shock horror one. How are we over here? So the machine's now in good nick. We don't have a queue. The guy that works it, which is not you, I think is you, is pretty good. So let's get the shock horror one in.
Group of patients now arriving.
Lovely. Send you home. Now then, that machine's being repaired. Can we get somebody in to repair this one? It'd be good to get a couple of emergencies done, right? I think that would be pretty good. They seem to be doing quite well, getting through their queue. Look, it's working, everybody. It's working. They're doing it. This seems very popular. Let's see if we can reduce this queue at all. Help them along a little bit.
Nurse needed in ward.
Let's see. Yeah, not too bad, actually. Not too bad. We might send them home just to make things a little bit easier. And then look at all this. Let's see if we can... Look. Okay, I've got loads here that we can send out. It's gone quite well. Might send him home. His health's a bit low. They're all in the toilet. What we do with maybe swapping the toilets around, making it so that the toilets are more accessible for everybody. It's tricky because we've got them on sort of both sides. It's such poorly designed at the moment. It's such a weird shaped building, and we're trying to fit all kinds of weird stuff in. Right, let's have a look. What's this done to our... Ooh. That's going to need repairing again, for sure. Let's see. Oh dear. Did you see that go down? It just started smoking. Okay. What's wrong with you? Would you like to go home? Yeah, I think you would. There you go. So it seems like we're getting, yeah, some overflow from further diagnostics over to these offices here.
Listeners called with a tip for those who can't sleep. Alfred Crockery suggests you break into one of the county museums and switch the labels around on all the exhibits. I don't see the point myself, but each to his own.
Fair enough. Send you home. Yeah, so we are getting a bit of overflow of patients that... Oh. My goodness. Now we're going to have to put the fire extinguisher back in here. There we go. Is somebody coming for this? Let's have a look. Yeah. You're coming for it. Would you like to... There he is. Right, would you just like to get out of his way so he can repair it for you? That would be good. Excellent. Now the DNA emergency. Of course we had some damage to the machines just then. He could probably do with going on a break. And how are the other guys? So he's going to go on a break in a minute. But these two are good. If we tell them to come off break, that might be good. Now they go a long way for their break rooms, don't they? And I'm thinking... I'm not sure there's much I can do about that, because this building is going to be quite full. I feel like a very small staff room may be worth having at this end of the building at some point. But I also quite like the idea of having maybe some staff facilities here, because we've got these two doors. It's closer than going all the way over here, isn't it? But then these guys can go here. See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Do you see? Right, so that's closed again. Interesting.
May we request that all outpatients
They're not attending to it. To be honest. I suppose that's fine. They are queuing for treatment. Now, we're probably going to send you guys home because there is a bit of a queue because of the emergency. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'd really like to get this DNA emergency in. That's all good. Our staff are happy. Yes, let's do it. Excellent. Excellent. These queues are falling. But, like I say, we do have quite a big overflow happening. And now, the new patients are starting to come over here. Weird things are happening, everybody. Weird things are happening. Still a bit of mix-up. But as we get more, I don't know, capable of diagnosing, I think is probably the best way to put it. I think the less mix-up that we'll have, particularly when they're so far apart from each other. But we will have to keep an eye on the situation. Let's do a round of training before we end the episode. Let's see here. Could do a bunch of maintenance 2 training.
And start howling and rattling chains. If nothing else, the tourists who brave a night trip out there will get a kick out of it.
We've got quite a lot of money, so we're going to pay people to come in to train them. Yeah, saying that, I feel like some diagnostic 2 training for them would be great. Is there anybody else? Don't know if I want to do diagnostic training on them, so it might be we just do that. And then on the doctor French, you know, we might, as she's part of diagnosis, get her in for some more to be trained further. We don't like any of these. Now, they might be good as a genuine fracture ward nurse. So what we can do is, the other one I think is on break at the moment, so having 2 here is definitely worth having. Let's add that. There we go. So we won't get rid of the other one just yet. 5 out of 7. Hey, that's okay. That's not too bad at all. We're doing all right here. I think in the next episode we will build a clinic machine so that we can continue with machine upgrades. Or, no, we might get into diagnostics. If we open up this building, and then in the next episode, we will start moving some of this stuff out of here so that we can build X-ray and the mega scan and start getting staff in to work in those rooms. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not check out one of my delectable videos available? Feel free to come stalk me on social media and be sure to share this video with friends so even more may watch my SHIZWAH. See you next time, peeps.